Got a drone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is it at the minute?
In my bag.
Oh.
That got you, didn't it?
How'd you go in there?
Yeah, how'd you go in then?
Okay.
Hello.
You got the drone, have you?
Got a drone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is it at the minute?
In my bag.
Oh.
That got you, didn't it?
How'd you go in there?
Yeah, how'd you go in then?
Bless you.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, so what's going on there? What are you...
We're talking to a very attractive young police lady.
What are you here for?
To talk to you, of course.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to answer my question?
I have done. That's what we've stopped for. We're going to walk on and...
For?
Eh?
What are you using your drone
For
for?
videoing.
What is the purpose for your video though?
Well,
As you can see, we are holding photography equipment. The drone is just another tool. It's got a camera on it.
Yeah.
So we're photographers, we're content creators.
Yeah.
We use the drone for that.
Okay, so what is the content for?
Could I ask why you're asking so intrusive questions? Because that's getting a bit into my private business.
It's not really when you're making it public. That's the thing. You're in a public place, so...
well, that's all right in a public place.
Yeah, but
Photography is legal in a public place.
Yeah, but I think like the concern is obviously with the drone and what your interest is, and obviously my job is just to find out what the reason for, because you could be terrorists for all I know.
Okay,
so I have to ask the questions just to see what the purpose is.
Yeah, could we just reply to what you just said? So,
of course.
You mentioned terrorism. Do you suspect us at the moment of being a terrorist?
No, because
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what
Okay.
you're here for.
So you're not suspecting us of that, so that word, we'll forget about that word. Now, when you say using a drone, have you had an allegation then? Have you had a report?
Yeah.
Go on, tell me about the report.
You don't need to get so...
We do, we have a right to reply to what you're...
Absolutely.
Go on,
no,
then.
and I'm just simply asking questions. What is the purpose for filming buildings in this area? It's
Okay.
just a little bit unusual because it doesn't usually happen, so that's why I have to find out.
Well, it may not happen around here, but it happens in a lot of places.
And it does, yeah.
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 Do you know when you ask a member of the public questions, are they entitled just to know what the report is, what led you to come here today to ask those questions?
Yeah, so basically we've had a report that there's been a drone or two flying above buildings in this area, so we need to just find out what that's about really.
Okay, and do you understand that it would be lawful to fly a drone in this area?
Yeah, but at the same time, when you're walking around here with a drone and there's other people concerned about that and people call us,
Yeah.
we have to attend and obviously speak
Yeah.
to you because you're the people who are involved.
But there was no need to be concerned because we told them what we was going to do. We said the people that phoned you.
Okay.
We told them exactly what we was going to do. We told them we were going to fly a drone over. We told them exactly why we was there. We didn't try and hide anything.
Yeah.
We told them, you know, everything that they asked us, apart from our personal details.
So she did ask her what our name was, and at that point it gets a little bit too intrusive for my liking. But yeah, before we carried out the drone flight, we did let her know that we are there as citizen journalists, and we are doing
Journalists, yeah.
citizen journalists. Anybody with a camera creating content to put online. Her objection to being online then followed. You've got a second unit turned up. So we have an issue here where a News UK building, the journalists of the UK, they're objecting to being filmed in a public place.
Which is a bit strange for journalists.
And not only are they objecting, but they've wasted police time and got 2 units to attend. So I do hope now our voluntary explanation that we didn't need to give... Oh, you're on comms?
Yeah, not anymore.
Okay. Yeah, our voluntary information that we're trying to provide you to make your job a little bit easier. Are you happy?
No.
Go on then. Let's hear
I
it.
asked you what the content was for. It's a simple question.
It goes online.
Yeah, but under what banner then? What is the description? What's the website?
I'm sorry, but that's a bit too personal. You want me
You're
to...
the one going into, I guess, private land if it's owned by
Are you
them.
guessing now?
Yeah.
No, we didn't go on their
We
land.
never stepped foot on their land.
What's the content for?
Let's
Because
reply.
you evading the question, obviously
Okay,
makes me
let me
a
make
little
it very
bit
clear.
concerned, isn't it?
By law, am I obliged to provide my personal details at this moment in time.
I'm not asking for your personal
You are. You're
details.
asking for a YouTube channel.
So it's YouTube though.
You're asking for a Facebook.
You didn't tell me that though, did you?
Okay. Do you know when you create content, you post it onto YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok? You're everywhere nowadays.
Right.
Why else would you create a video?
I'm not sure, because you might send it privately to somebody else for content.
I thought that you was asking for the name, the brand that we work under.
I just want to understand what it is. Is it
No, social
like
media.
a hobby? Is it a passion? Are you interested in architecture? Like, that's the thing that I just want to find out. What is it for?
We video all around industrial estates, different video different companies, try and find out what they do, you know, and just general interest in companies.
Okay, but I've had probably 5-10 minutes of conversation with you, and you've only just told me that. I didn't know it was going for YouTube. I don't know that.
Ain't it obvious?
It's not obvious because you're evading the question for so long.
I misunderstood your question. I thought you was asking me the brand that we're working under, so like that would identify the photographer, because we just simply don't wish to be identified.
What it would be for? What? Not like the description. I just need
No,
to
social
know.
media.
Okay.
Do you know if I said to you, let's perform a social experiment on that building and see how they react to a member of public filming them, because they're filming us on a day-to-day basis, and they didn't like it.
You guys personally, or?
That's too personal, but news.
You're bringing it into the conversation, so I'm going to ask questions about it.
Yeah, and I'm replying.
You're revealing information. If you don't want me to go into it, then
Before
no.
you arrived, I have provided loads of information. Sorry, I didn't get your name.
I didn't tell you my name.
Surname?
Gedney.
Gedling. Number?
1270, it's here.
Station?
Thorpewood in Peterborough.
Fort Wood. Oh right, okay. I've been there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've seen this type of thing before. It's how do people with this perceived authority that they have inside react to a member of the public outside showing an interest? Because I am actually genuinely interested. There are no journalists based there, you know. The only people that are based there are finance. And I've got a finance history, so once she mentioned finance, I started to ask a little bit more of what I'm interested in, which then maybe arose our suspicions even more. But a member of the public showing an interest, creating content for social media, that's where we are. Do you know the building behind us? That's MasterCard. They're also involved in prepaid cards. So just as you pulled up...
And there's a bit of a scandal about it, so obviously we're going to do a video about these now.
Just as you pulled up, I'm doing some research right now about MasterCard and what recent scandals they've been involved in. And I'm going to do a public interest video on them. They may also come out and object, but we're in a public place performing a lawful activity, flying a 249-gram drone, which is one of the questions you should have asked. If your drone...
I don't think you would have given me an answer anyway, because it's in your personal details that you didn't want
that's
to
not
explain.
personal, the
That's
weight of
not
your drone.
personal.
In fact, it's educational. So I'm creating content which also is standing up for the rights of the public, the photographers, the drone flyers. One of the golden rules is you never give your personal details unless Section 50, you know, you're suspected of a criminal offence, loads of things that you've got powers for, which you shouldn't be using, and you shouldn't have used terrorism either. But there we are.
You shouldn't have used terrorism.
Section 43, it's been abused.
That. I said I could think if you were not giving me details and you're using drones in public areas, I don't know what your reason's for. You might say content, but I don't know what that content's for.
So
you didn't want to tell me the answer.
From the conversation, next time you see a drone flyer, just has to wait.
No, I don't need to know the weight.
It's educational for you.
I want to know the purpose first thing. I'm not bothered about the weight.
You should
appreciate
be.
from our perspective how that could look. So, like you said, master and stuff like that, in a public place, filming a building.
Can I just answer that one point, just so you know?
Me.
If he's filming, I don't actually want to be on his video.
Yeah.
So because he's not filming me right now, there you go. Is your camera on?
My camera's on.
Why didn't you tell us?
So,
Why didn't you tell us that your camera's on?
You're supposed to.
because your camera's on?
It's in your policy.
Yeah, we don't have to tell you our cameras are on.
Do you know what I'm
You're
saying?
supposed to tell us that your
You're trying
camera's
to
on.
say to us, is everything you're doing, lads, lawful?
Yeah.
Well, you're
And if it
clearly
is, happy
breaking
days.
forced policy right now.
And
It's so
if that's-
hypocritical.
If that's the case, if you're doing everything hunky-dory, that's absolutely fine.
What
isn't
about
it?
you
I've
right
got
now?
I've got no problem.
Should you have told us you're recording?
The problem is I turned it on when I turned it. Got
Just
in
say
there,
yes or
so
no.
I do appreciate that.
Just say yes
So
or no. Should you?
I should have informed you that I was.
That's it. We'll
recording.
put that matter to
That's
bed.
not a problem. That's not a problem. But obviously, I record pretty much every engagement that I go to.
Just tell us, because then we're entitled to a copy of it.
So-
We're not to know you're recording.
Yeah.
I might want a copy of it. I might not know you've recorded. I think,
Yeah.
oh, I'd love to see what he recorded, but I don't know you are recording.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. But obviously you can see from our perspective, obviously, and people when they call, they're saying, oh, someone's videoing our building, we're unsure. Obviously, you know, it depends on the type of building as well, when you can think about it. And I do appreciate, because I don't know whether yourselves come to our police station or not.
I've been to Fort Wood before,
I've been to Fort Wood, so
yeah.
we do know that people.
You've got a lovely ramp up there, haven't you? Imagine that in the snow.
Oh, it's awful.
Can you get up there in the snow?
You graze the bottom all the time when you come down.
And you've got an underground car park as well, haven't you?
So yeah, so you can appreciate from our point of view. Obviously, we just need to make sure everyone's okay. No prison.
Yeah. We just want everybody to behave professionally, and then life would be so much easier.
So us asking questions, put it this way, you don't ask, you don't get. So, and it's absolutely fine for us to ask. Right,
and even if you ask, you don't get half at
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. And if we've got no powers, we've got no powers. I'm not going to argue the toss with that.
Yeah, we're doing.
But if you seem right, you're standing there talking to us.
Yeah, we're doing nothing wrong. We're just going out making what we do more or less every day.
Yeah.
You know, I've got 700 and odd videos on. How many you got?
She might look for the number of videos that the channel's got and type.
I don't know your channel.
Now, listen, I'm messing with you now. Obviously, you're not going to know who we are. We are going to depart not knowing who each other are. We've got your name. What's your number?
585 Warner, Fort Wood Police Station.
Okay. Have you got epilepsy? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you see, we do this on a day-by-day basis.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And obviously,
we're doing nothing. We're doing nothing wrong.
Like, potential scandals and stuff. It's part of the content, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
They should not have a problem with people filming them, based on what their business is. Their
business is news and photo.
Yeah, I appreciate
photographing and videoing.
Yeah.
I appreciate the irony.
Bit bloody hypocritical, really.
For the viewers.
Yeah.
Bit hypocritical, really.
She's laughing as well. Though.
Yeah. I think. Did I have a little bit of information about something new? I think they had something new delivered. I can't remember. They were worried that somebody might be trying to take a picture of it to potentially. I think that's what came across.
There's nothing on show.
Yeah, I don't know. That was kind of what was told to us. So obviously, for us, we're just going to want to check it and make sure that you're sitting right, being filmed to us.
They've obviously got an asset which they are worried about it leaking, maybe a valuable asset,
or just even the location itself, just sort of being known. Being known.
But she did tell us that it is a secure building. So if it's a secure building, what have they got to worry about?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know if they operate 24/7. I doubt it. But she said it's a secure building, and if they've got anything of any value, then it should be secured.
It should be, but you can imagine, appreciate some people want to do it. Do reconnaissance on buildings. In order
to we go to places and they'll say, you know, oh, we've got this and that and the other, which shouldn't be video because it's a customer's.
Yeah.
Well, if it shouldn't be video, then put it out of sight.
Yeah.
Don't leave it stuck in the car park on the front of the building where every Tom, Dick and Harry that's walking past can see it.
Yeah, well, you don't leave your jewellery on the front window.
No, of course you don't. No, of course you don't.
I even say to them, well, how much time do you need before I take the drone up to put it away? And we're not idiots. If they've got something that, if that goes out, we are going to get targeted once the thieves see your content. How long do you need to put it away?
Yeah.
But be reasonable. Don't restrict me from my lawful activity of making the video. And why did you get it delivered if you can't have enough space in your building to keep it covered up? Yeah, so be reasonable with us, we'll be reasonable with you. That's it.
Yeah, and we've come across in that way.
But I must say thank you very much, because you know, while we've been stood here talking to you, it will attract everybody's attention in that building, so that when you go away and we start videoing them, they'll want to come out and find out what we're doing.
Yeah, I think some.
They're not bother phoning the police, though, will they?
I think some of us have seen you and maybe talk to you.
Do you know the RPU?
Oh yeah.
We had a discussion with RPU about the Amazon locker. Are you aware you've got an Amazon locker here, which isn't for customers? It's for Amazon themselves to drop parcels off in bulk, which then Amazon Flex drivers go and collect. So they haven't got to go to the main Amazon Flex.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, then the viewers will love to know. They might have seen it before. Yeah. Officers didn't know.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Then a member of staff came out having a cigarette who works next door, who does know.
Yeah.
So I went to tell the officers, we had a lovely chat. Do you know what I mean? We've got spare time to create content. That's it.
Yeah,
And
not
obviously
nice,
it pays as well.
Well, of course it does. Of course it does. And obviously, if you're looking into like the Mastercard situation,
Yeah. And
personal opinion,
basically,
more for it.
anything that spikes our
Yeah.
interest as we walk around an industrial estate. Would you class this as an industrial estate? I would.
Yeah, it's an industrial show with a few.
Do you explore abandoned buildings?
No.
You're not like.
Oh, I was
urban
going to say, is that
explorers or
another
anything
thing?
like that?
Because we get a few. I think we've had a few in. What station was it? Was it the Peterborough one? The one on Bridge Street when before it got closed down. We had a few people try and video it.
Yeah, I have seen that, and they go in tunnels and all sorts,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
But
A bit risky on
unfortunately,
some of the stuff that they do.
they need very bright lights, and our cameras don't work without good light, do they?
No.
Hence doing it during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no worries. Alright, we'll leave it to it.
Okay,
No
doke.
problems at all. Can't promise that later on if you're doing it somewhere else, some other cop might come around, but yeah, we'll let them know we've spoken to you. And
Yeah.
been alright.
Yeah,
Cool.
we are intending to go to the other industrial estate down there as well. Do you remember what business?
I can't remember what's on there.
There was a very interesting place 10 minutes away.
Hempstead.
Anyway, we're going to be in the area all day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
no,
gonna be
If any
knocking
calls
about.
come through,
We've got your general description, so that
Yeah.
they when they do handovers, they'll probably just mention it. So
Well, if they say good looking fella with dreadlocks, you know it's me.
if they allege any
What are you
sort of-
laughing at?
very, very distinguishable, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that, can
No,
you?
no.
That's cool. All right, no worries, gents.
Okay, doke.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Cheers for your time.
All right, thank you very much.
Smiling.
I'm gonna get. It's actually my last day tomorrow, so I was actually going to KFC when I heard it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. Have you ever tased anybody?
Hey,
Have you ever tased anybody?
taste it? No.
You haven't?
No. I'm gifted the gab.
Do you know
I
when you
prefer
say
that.
last day, you just moving departments?
Just moving departments, yeah.
Right. What? Promotion?
No.
Demotion?
No, lateral.
Sideways
Lateral.
movement.
Lateral.
Do you want-
It's
do
a
you
bit of
want to
a
share? 'Cause
bit
I'm
of
interested in
a dancer.
No, not on
Okay.
that one.
Forensics?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. We'll leave you alone. We
yeah.
do like to see the cars drive off, though, don't we?
We do, yeah. We know we're safe then.
Yeah.
Right, see you, James.
Yeah, pleasure talking
See you
to
later. Ta-da. Bye bye, love.
Look at all the lives around that.
I know.
Well, a 68 plate Astra? Did you say that's an Astra estate?
Yeah, I would say, yeah. It's definitely a tall.
And then a Peugeot, would you say 308?
Yeah.
I'm going to have a look at the number on that. I'm not familiar with the Peugeots.
It's an estate anyway, isn't it?
Oh, they're taking the numbers off.
Take the numbers off, yeah.
What do you reckon his next position is then? It's not a promotion and not a demotion.
It's
Sideways.
traffic,
Yeah. Yeah, could be.
drugs.
Yeah. But anyway, a quick summary, PJ, for the viewers. The
Yeah.
lady there, she did mention terrorism. No!
Yeah, no, I think that was an interesting conversation, don't you?
So she did mention terrorism there. I clearly said to her, do you suspect us of being a terrorist?
Of course.
She didn't.
No.
What was the point in mentioning terrorism?
I know.
A few attempts there to obtain personal details, even if it is via the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
It's still an attempt
yeah,
to find out who we are.
yeah.
So a little bit naughty. And I says, are we good? And she still said no. So I think the male PC there saved the day, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Yeah.
So,
But she was quite attractive, though. So, oh, you're married, aren't you? Sorry, mate.
so on that note, in the background,